Well, if I talk about the positives, I can spend the whole day talking about the positives.
We wanted to ask locals in New Zealand to reflect on the mosque attacks in Christchurch on March 15th, 2019. Has this attack been forgotten? Could such a tragedy bring any positives? Did the attacks affect the non-Muslim community? 15 days, 15 videos, marking the 2-year anniversary of the day that shook New Zealand. This is what they had to say.
Definitely for Muslims in New Zealand as a whole, I feel like awareness and a lot more precaution is at foot now, but overall it was a really bad event.
Well, I've always believed that the religion is humanity. The way that we all live together shouldn't have divisions, so I've always felt that way, but I feel this event has somewhat helped other people feel that way as well.
What came out, we've got a slogan now as a country, we are us. So this is what came out of this incident, that as a country, we've grown stronger, we've learned about each other's religion, each other's background, and we've become more tolerable. See, what comes out of that is love and support. And the outburst of support, and it portrays in so many ways, through hugs and like presents that they show, so much love, even for the little kids. I see that in front of our mosque, well, Invercargill Mosque, that you see little teddy bears or little nice gestures to say that, hey, we're here for you, and that we belong in New Zealand, no matter what background that we come from.
After the attack, New Zealand now is more stronger than like before, and I have seen, like where I work, I asked for like Friday prayer time, and they always like say, oh, today's Friday, you need to leave at 1. So it is very like good. My boss and my work colleagues, and yeah, they respect.
Yeah, I think that people in New Zealand, or even like globally, really started to, help to address, like, if someone like addressed racism and xenophobia, and to be more accepting and to educate themselves more on like the struggles of the Muslim community and like stuff like that, like kind of confronting xenophobia and telling people, like standing up to it, I guess, more.
The event as a whole was a massive negative. 51 people lost their lives that day, 51 people who had families, children, and they'll never be able to see them again. The positive that has come out of it is that a lot of people have become more open and accepting of the Muslim community, and a lot of people have started to learn more about it. As an example, I'd say my sister, she knew absolutely nothing about Muslims before this attack, but afterwards she's always become very fond of how accepting and how kind a lot of the Muslim community is, especially after some of the victims were willing to forgive the terrorists so fast.
Definitely the conversation, like in the context of like being around very, not exactly men, but like a masculine area, being socially conscious is not cool. Like it's not something that you want to hear all the time. So it's having like the heart to like actually find the time, like the timing for it, and getting people to listen, and being patient enough to like rehash that idea. Patience is a very, very hard thing to retain, especially with conversations like these.
Yeah, I think with from every tragedy comes something good, and yes, I do. I think that outside in the general world, in our workplace and everything, I know it feels like it's a lot more peaceful out there now, and you can still wear what you wear, and people smile at you now. They don't, less and less do you see people come and say things, give remarks or something, and mainly and that's meaning like, I'm not too sure about my daughter's and wife's perspective, but I think they used to have a harder time dealing with things, with a lot of hatred towards them, and of course this can be all gathered up by the media and so on. But yeah.
I think it's hard to say. I think it's too early to tell. Maybe I think there's still so much pain, and you can already see, like, I was reading about something being vandalised in Queenstown recently, and that's only been, you know, less than 2 years since then, and people are still going, you know, it's just a bit of vandalism, but it's like, that is so unacceptable, and it should never happen. So I think it's important to hold people to those standards and remember how acutely people felt the pain the weeks after, rather than just go, that was an isolated event. He was from Australia, he's not in New Zealand. You know, it's like, he is, yeah. So yeah, I think things, aren't great, but could be better.
Perhaps the only positive that came out of this event was that we did come together, and it did make us think. Yeah. Then maybe it will improve things, I don't know. You know, Jacinda Ardern came out and said, you know, they are us. For me, it was very much us. You know, it was not just Christchurch, but it was New Zealand. And I cannot begin to think of the pain if you were affected personally, or if members of your family were killed. But I remember sitting in my car listening to those news reports coming in, and it was like a body blow. And it wasn't just that I came from Christchurch, it was because it happened on New Zealand soil. And it was such a blow, you know, it was such an absolute slaughter of not only people, but our ideals and what we stood for. So it was us. and I don't mean to diminish the pain of the people involved by saying that, but I think that's the only positive that came out, was that we then looked around and went, hang on a minute, is this us? You know, can we be part of this?
Yeah. Yeah, New Zealand was shocked to its core with this attack. We never, ever never believed that it would ever happen to us. And I think that's probably why that horrible man targeted New Zealand, because we were so relaxed with the way that we do things here. I have to say, I'm glad that we had Jacinda Ardern as our leader. I think she led us from the start, and with kindness, and she set the tone of how we should reply and how we should respond to this guy. And I mean, she turned up the next day. First thing she did was she started hugging people, you know, and that's how New Zealand wanted to reply as well. You know, we wanted to hug everyone to sort of say, this shouldn't have happened and this isn't how we are. So are we kinder? Are we more tolerant? I hope so. We're trying to get rid of the guns. That's another positive. I hope we all have a lot more love and understanding for each other.
Yeah. Well, if I talk about the positives, I can spend the whole day, you know, talking about the positives. But, you know, just the kotaitanga, the togetherness, the fact that everybody, regardless of their, you know, ethnicity, regardless of their religion, regardless of their background, all of them came together and mourned with us and made the tragedy really a New Zealand tragedy, not just a Muslim tragedy. You know, there were people in all our places of worship, on the streets, giving people hugs, you know, going there, laying flowers. I mean, that level of love and aroha and kotaitanga is unbelievable. You know, I know that New Zealanders are that kind of individuals, but, you know, the way they expressed it that time was beyond, my own imagination, and this is something that I hope, I wish we will be able to capture and keep alive. And I don't know, how this can be done, but that was an experience beyond our imagination. The kind of people, even, people, gang members, everybody was there. In Hamilton, for instance, but 2 months or so after what happened, we were, every Friday, we have, some of our local gang members, going around, protecting, the people, in the masjid. So that, what can I say? Behind, that, cloud of 15th of March, a silver lining. And that silver lining is the togetherness, the aroha, the love. And I just hope we can nurture that and make it, grow. That's all I can say on that.
Yes, I felt that support because in Dunedin, after the shootings happened, there was a hijab day. It was a hijab day where all females started wearing the hijab, and it really did warm my heart. I felt like the world was like finally changing their perspectives about Islam, that it's not like a religion, that how it's portrayed on media. And I just felt like, everything does happen for a reason. And I think it was now our opportunity to, tell people that this is not like, this is Islam, and yeah. And like they were showing that support, and I'm just like, wow, like you guys have the courage to do this. I don't know, I was really impressed. I don't know how to explain this feeling, but like it actually did feel like, wow, the world's changing. Like I felt like, like it's finally changing now. Everybody's, having, different thoughts about it now, and we're not going to go through any of these bad like other people, even like what people are going through, are not going to face like terrible situations like being caught on the streets, and like it's really hard.
One of the most important aspects to recognize post the attack is that as a nation we rallied together, top to bottom, Prime Minister to the everyday Samaritan New Zealanders that have come and sit and expressed the support, because this is an attack on New Zealand, and it's not just an attack on the Muslims. So I think this positive is there all the time. People are, by and large, willing to learn more about Islam, and I think a lot, our fellow Kiwi brothers and sisters, they feel compelled to even go out of their ways to greet and embrace us, and to actually say that, hey, this is not New Zealand. And that's a great thing that we have to acknowledge here.
I do believe so. Even though it was a very tragic event, it was extremely heartwarming to see the entire New Zealand community kind of band together and offer support to not just the Muslim community, but to each other. A lot of my colleagues just checked up on me, made sure I was okay, asked if I needed anything. At the same time, while I was feeling very scared and threatened, I was also feeling very comforted by who I believe are the true New Zealanders, so that that one guy isn't a part of us. So I feel that the positives are that we're more aware of the risks of stereotyping and of racial or cultural intolerance, and that makes us want to work together to overcome that and kind of offer more support and tolerance towards each other. So I think there has been a positive coming out of that. And of course the increased strictness on some of the gun laws will most definitely help, and I hope what has happened here in New Zealand encourages other countries to also go through a similar reform to help their people feel, you know, the community feel like they belong where they belong and feel safe.